they wouldn't understand. Life at the speed of Groucho. It took you 80 years more to live it, and the facts are sketchy, clipped as they are from the script of your life. I wonder about the texture of your bald head, the smell of your grease paint mustache. It took me a couple of weeks between calls at work, a page or two in the evening, to run through the stats, get the wives, daughters, mothers straight. But Groucho, Julius, 20 years after you wheezed your last crack, a nurse looking for your temperature was teased with, "Don't be silly. Everybody has a temperature." Your true walk will never be clear. How your black eyes rolled over this same white way at the start of the last 100 block. A doctor, Minnie knew better. Your meds wouldn't fit in a bottle. Ills of the world better served by a Hackenbush, a Spaulding, a Groucho ready to spring, ducked into low crouch out of establishment's way. Clawhammer coat prying the dust from Edwardian minds. Groucho at the mic. And the secret word is...
Duck.
Secret word's whatever you want. Okay. This is a new one, which I hate when people say this is a new one, but this is a new one. Coins. When I was a kid, my Uncle Hun was in the Navy. H-O-N. There was a lull in Vietnam, and he was nowhere near the action, but still, he saw quite a bit of the world, at least the ports, and at least some places where money was exchanged. He sent me a letter and a collection of coins from around the world, taped to an envelope-sized piece of cardboard, and carefully labeled with the names of the countries they came from and what they were called. Spanish peso, Greek drachma, Italian lira. I still have the coins all these years later, but at some point I separated them from the cardboard, maybe wanting to feel them in my hands like the people in those other countries did. Now we have euros, and many of those same countries use a single coin. I have those too. I think of those first coins as the seeds of my informal collection. I've added others as I've spotted them in cash register drawers over my long and varied career in retail. As Sacagawea came and went, I kept those too. And poor Susan B. Anthony, victim in her lifetime and afterwards of poor design. I have a glass jar filled with coins that will only confuse the clerks at Stewart's. They can barely count change back in American coins as it is. I myself purchased coffee and gas with a debit card, saved my quarters and bills for the toll takers on the bridge. There's a wealth in my coin collection beyond its monetary value, of course. I will never travel as far as Uncle Hun, who is no longer technically an uncle, his travels having taken him beyond my family, beyond my aunt he married, to a Florida and a steamy afterlife I am no part of. It took me until the age of 51 to even get a passport. It was for work, 5 days in Costa Rica, howler monkeys for alarm clocks, and first-degree burns on my back. My European skin no match for the tropical sun. I may go to Canada. Toronto looks like fun. I don't see myself crossing either ocean. I hate flying. And boats? After the Lusitania, who can trust boats? If wanderlust should strike, I'll pull out my coin jar, let the euros fall through my fingers, transporting me to a time when the whole world was contained on a single piece of cardboard.